Morning, guys. I am having my cup of coffee as usual, and I'm happy that you guys are joining me today. We are going to be actually adding to our holiday menus. That's right, I'm going to teach you how to make a brand new dessert. I'm not saying we're not going to have pumpkin pie or apple pie or all the pies that we make at Thanksgiving and Christmas, but this is something that we can add to it that I think everybody will enjoy. One of my greatest memories of the holidays is a chocolate pie that my mom always made. Very simple, chocolate pudding pie with a graham cracker crust. I still love it. I still make it for my kids. But I came across this the other day and I tried it out, and it is fantastic. So there's, of course, a little bit to this. There's a crust and a filling. I'm going to show you how to make the pie crust first. Let me just pick up my thing here. So, hi Abby, how are you, lovey? This is one of the pies I am adding to our holiday menu this year, so you're gonna love it. Let me show you the crust here. Okay, so I just took the crust out of the oven and I have it in a springform pan. The springform pan is the one that opens up and you can just take the bottom out. And they seem to work the best for this kind of tart. If you have a tart pan like this would be the best to use. Also, the bottom comes up from it so that you don't have to, take it off of the bottom of the pan. But also it'll give you like kind of decorated sides because it's ridged, as you can see. So that's the only reason why you would put it in a tart pan. If you don't have it, you can just use this one. So, hi Barb, how are you? I miss you. So I have this here because I already used my tart pan. So I didn't have another one and I wasn't gonna go buy another one. So I went ahead and I made it here in the springform pan. So the pie crust, really simple. Sometimes you can find them in the store like already made, like through the Keebler or something like that. The, like the chocolate graham ones. You can find them. I couldn't. I'm assuming everyone's using them for the holidays. So I went ahead and I got just like a chocolate wafer cookie, crushed it up in the food processor, put a half a cup of melted butter with it and a tablespoon of sugar. And then I pressed it all in the bottom of the pan. I let it sit in the refrigerator 10 minutes to set, and then I bake this. I just baked this for 350 for 14 minutes. So now I have a beautiful chocolate crust waiting to be filled. So I'm gonna put that over there. And now I'm gonna show you how we're gonna make the filling. As I said, this is very decadent. It's basically made with a ganache, and a ganache is heavy cream and chocolate. That's all it is. So I have a cup of heavy cream here that I'm going to turn on my little burner here, and I'm just going to warm it. You don't want to boil it. We're not looking to do that. So we're just going to let it come to like a warm simmer. Just when you start to see a little bit of steam come from it, it's absolutely perfect then. So I just put this on to warm it up, and I'm just going to set it aside. The chocolate that I chose was a dark chocolate. You could use like a milk chocolate if you wanted, or the semi-sweet chocolate, that's up to you. I like dark with raspberry. So I already have a cup and a half here, and these are just like the little melting ones, so they melt super fast. If you don't have these, the little chocolate chip work just as well. That's going to be the inside of it. And to make it even more special and have like a really, really great flavor, we're going to blend up some raspberries and we're going to puree them and put that in with the chocolate. Guys, it is outstanding. Let me show you what this looks like. This is actually the finished product. So as you see, I used a tart pan, so it has like the ridged sides, and it has the cookie crust under it, and then it has that ganache center with just some beautiful raspberries. So this is, my son is home today, and he said, can we try that tart yet? And I said, well, after the video. So he goes, okay, I'll be waiting. So him and I are gonna eat this a little bit later, but I can't wait. I can smell it from here. I can smell the raspberry. It's so beautiful. So I'm gonna show you how to make this. Okay, we've got the crust, we've got the milk warming. In my food processor here, I've got 2 cups of fresh raspberries. Of course, I just washed them and I let them dry. And we're going to just kind of pulse these up. It's going to be a little bit loud for a minute, so just give me a second. raspberries are very soft already, so it doesn't take long. And when you first look at it, it looks like it's a bunch of seeds, and you're like, ugh, like, you know, I really don't want this in my my ganache. So what we're gonna do, taking it out of here, we're gonna push that out of the way for you guys. This way you can see what I'm doing. I'm taking the blade out, and we have like a really fine sieve here. And these are really good for sifting flour if you don't have a flour sifter. But today, I'm gonna move my coffee, I'm gonna show you how to get just the puree out of here without those seeds. So, because those seeds can be annoying. That's the one thing about raspberries, is those seeds are kind of rough. So we're putting it in the sieve here, as you can see. It smells so good. Raspberries is one of my favorite fruits. I know they can be a little bit tart sometimes, but okay. And then we're just gonna push this through and keep like swirling it around. And now it's actually going down because the juice is coming out, and we're pressing against the sides, and it's gonna keep the seeds in here, which is gonna be nice. Okay, so I'm checking on my milk here, and it's getting warm. Remember what I said, we don't want it to boil, we just want it to come nice and warm. And then we're gonna mix it with the chocolate. Okay, so it's coming out here, as you can see. I'm gonna show you the finished results here. I know I was just at the store quickly. I ran out of raspberries, and they have like all the fall stuff. And so I saw this mug that I had to get. I need another mug. I have so many mugs. It says sweater weather. But as you see, it's 80 here. I have wishful thinking. But actually, I'm gonna be going home soon. So my sister is actually on. Hi, Dawn, how are you? I can't wait to see you. I'm going home next week, so I'm hoping it's chilly, and I hope there's some leaves. You know, when you are used to that your whole life, and then you move down here in the South and you don't see the foliage, it makes you very, very homesick. So every year, my husband and I usually go to North Carolina to see the leaves, but we did not this year. Okay, so now I've got it out, and I'm just gonna hit the bottom here because it stays on the sieve a little bit, and that should be it. I got all the puree out of it, and see, when you press down, it kind of drips out, and then all you have left is these seeds, and then you can just get rid of them. Okay, and I'm just pressing on the bottom of it to get all the rest of the puree off here. Okay. Put those over there. We'll set this aside. Now we're going to work with our filling, our ganache filling. Okay, so we just have a regular bowl, and I'm putting in 1.5 cups of the chocolate chips. There we go. My husband was like, oh, how about a white chocolate one? White chocolate would be so good. I got thinking about it, and I'm like, white chocolate would be good, but I'm not sure if it would be too sweet. Because, you know, sometimes white chocolate, it depends, maybe, I guess, would be very sweet on it. Okay, so you saw what I did. I put the chips in a bowl, and I just put the warm milk that was just a little bit steaming over the top. I'm just gonna let that sit for just a moment, not even touch it. I'm gonna get that out of the way. And I'm gonna add just a pinch of salt to this, because salt and sugar always go together. It always kind of tones down the sweetness of it a little bit when you're baking with it. And just as important it is in cooking, it's as important in baking. So I'm gonna just get my little salt shaker here, which I forgot. And I'm just gonna add just like a little pinch of salt in here. Just gonna tone it down. All right, so I hope everyone's doing well. I see everybody. Lisa, good morning, my friend. Do miss you. I miss you very much. Okay, this puree smells so good. So good. Could you imagine that in a mimosa? That would be really, really nice. Wouldn't that? Raspberry mimosa. Okay. So I'm going to just start whisking this around, and the chips are melting into the hot, it's not milk, it's heavy cream. So this is not, it's a dessert, guys. I'm not going to apologize for it. It's a dessert. It's one of my most favorite parts of dinner. When I go to a restaurant or even at home, my first thing I think about is what's for dessert. I don't care how stuffed I am in a restaurant, I will save room for dessert. It's my favorite. When we do our wine dinners, I always just make the desserts myself. and I make some desserts at the restaurant. Okay, so look how much this came together already. Hi Mary, California, how are you? How's Palm Springs? All right, see how beautiful this came together, and look at it. It looks like it's very thin at the moment. Now I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna add the raspberry puree in here. I mean, and if you can't imagine this already, dark chocolate and raspberry. All right, let me mix this together, and it lightened it up a little bit, and I can see like the raspberry throughout it. So good, so good. Okay, it's completely mixed, so I'm going to get my this is my cool cookie crust that we already did, and I'm just going to pour it right on over, and we're gonna kind of whisk all this out, and I want to make sure it's even in here. Now, how quick and easy was this, guys? All right, so it's all around the sides. Now, this will go into the refrigerator. Cold this morning. Mary, I was just saying that it's 81 here, so I'm dying for some cool weather. I think maybe next week, maybe 70s, I don't know, but I'm going to New York, so I'm looking for the cool. Okay, so this is in, it's gonna stay like this in the refrigerator for an hour. And then after the hour, you're going to take some raspberries and just decorate it however you would like, or you don't have to put any, but it's nice to put them on there to let people know what's in the inside of the tart. So you can't put them on now because they'll sink, because this is not firm enough. So wait an hour, bring it back out, and then you put it back in the refrigerator for at least 6 hours. It's gotta set. Like this one. This was actually overnight. This was an overnight one here. And I left for work, and I was praying to God nobody cut into it. My husband and son were here, so I'm like, oh my gosh, I hope they don't eat this for tomorrow, because you know they have eaten my stuff before. Oh my, how nice of you to make me breakfast. I forget. You're 3 hours behind me, I think, or 4. I'm not positive. I should know this. But yeah, you could actually eat this for breakfast if you wanted. I have my coffee. Okay, so needless to say, they did not eat it, and they're dying to try it now. So I went ahead and I cut myself a piece. And guys, like I said, this is very, very decadent. Hi, Teresa, how are you? This is very decadent, so a little goes a long way. Joshua French is watching. Yes, Josh, you're outside. Okay, I'm gonna get a piece with everything, with the raspberry, with the crust, with the ganache. It is so good, guys. Wow. At first you get all the chocolate from the crust and the ganache, but then after a while that raspberry comes through, and it is really, truly beautiful. Definitely making this for the holidays. Good, Lisa. And if you don't, I will make one for you. How's that? This is definitely a good addition to your holiday menu. It'll go wonderful with a glass of wine, or sometimes after dinner we like to have coffee with our desserts. It will go great with that. Look how beautiful this is. And if you put this on any table, put a little bit of holly on there or greenery, it'll fit right in for Christmas, even New Year's, even Thanksgiving. I'm gonna have one more bite, guys, because I knew this was gonna happen. I can't stop now. It's so good. Delish. All right, I'm gonna go find Pepe. I gotta see where he's out there. He hasn't been coming in lately, but he's enjoying the weather as well. So you guys have a wonderful day. Hi, John. How are you? Hope you're doing well. I love to see everybody. It's 8:15 there. Okay, right. So you're 3 hours behind me. Okay. I figured though. So yeah, this is a good one for breakfast. But it was nice to see everybody. Thank you for joining me. I always look forward to our Thursday mornings together. And I'm always thinking ahead, like what I could make for you guys, or what would be easy. Nobody likes to spend hours in the kitchen, especially on the holidays. And this is actually one that you could make even 2 days ahead of time, even 3 days ahead of time. And then just put it right in the refrigerator and you're done for the holidays. Have a great day, guys.